On the evening of Saturday, April 9th, in Laurel, Mississippi, Kristi Moore, an umpire for a 12 and under girls softball game, was slammed in the face by an irate mother who was attending the game. Earlier, the mother, who had become unruly and was hurling profanities at the umpires, was ejected. That mother, Kiara Nichelle Thomas from Hattiesburg, loitered in the area until after the game. When Kristi exited the field, Thomas quickly approached and laid a heavy blow to the left side of Kristi's face. Those are the allegations. Within days, Thomas was banned from all recreational facilities in Laurel. She was also charged with assault. Her hearing was then set for May 18th. A photo of Kristi's bruised face went viral during the first week. During the second week after the assault, the national media noticed. They noticed, in my opinion, because of that photo. That photo really got people's attention. They were outraged that such could be the result of working a girls' softball game. Folks began to ask, what the hell is going on here? How can this be happening? Now it was the last week of April. From April 25 to 28, we received more media inquiries than I can ever remember. I did 6 interviews in 4 days. 3 ran live, including a national podcast. Some who called were USA Today, the Associated Press out of Atlanta, News Nation's Dan Abrams Live, HBO's Real Sports with Brian Gumbel, the Aspen Institute, Fox 26 Houston, and Fox and Friends, and others. They all wanted to know how such an outrage could have taken place. They were chagrined to learn that here at Referee NASO, we get such reports on a weekly basis. Early in that week, I spoke with Kristi by phone. I wanted to tell her we were there if she needed help with anything. I let her know that if the Thomas hearing would permit, NASO would have a representative on hand to speak to the pandemic of bad behavior being directed at sports officials. It has never been worse, in my opinion, an opinion based on my 46 years of experience in this industry. During the phone call, Kristi mentioned she was going to be in Milwaukee for a conference the following week. Our offices are less than a 30-minute drive to Milwaukee. Fortuitous. She said she would welcome getting together. I alerted Fox and Friends, who had scheduled me for a segment, that Kristi would be joining me on that segment. They felt that was extra special. And then, with all arrangements set, the night before we were to be at the studio, the murder of a 10-year-old Wisconsin girl by a 14-year-old boy took center stage, and our segment had to be postponed to a later time. On that Friday morning, one of our team, Joe Giraz, met Kristi at her hotel, had coffee with her, and drove her to the airport for her flights back home. Even before Joe had arrived, through NASO's efforts, Kristi had received phone calls of support from female officials in the NBA and the NFL. She had gotten a phone call from a retired NFL referee who lives in Mississippi, and he was itching to appear at the Thomas hearing. She had been contacted by Umps Care Charities and invited to attend an Atlanta Braves game. So as I look back on all the buzz, the schedule busting and the trauma Kristi suffered, what do we have? We have this. She took one for all of us. Her photo, her story touched so many. The media came calling, wanting to know about the shortage of officials and the link between that and the violent behavior directed at us. And the show of support from within our community was so uplifting. We are there for each other. Thank you.